uglies. Hello, uglies. Hello, uglies.
Hello, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Dobby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P stands for Poly D Hairspray.
Oh, is this a bit? It's pointed towards me!
Poly D? I'm showing you.
Oh.
Poly D. What do you say? That's what I thought. We're here to talk about drag. I don't know. I'm feeling away.
Oh, you're kind of mad because of Sigourney's plight during this episode.
Oh, yeah. My P stands for the plight of Sigourney.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about... We heard about this through Twitter, which is loud.
Okay, before we get loud, let's get soft. You did another gay wedding.
Oh, I did. This was my third in a string of 4 gay weddings. 2 of which I performed. 1 I was a guest at, and then, of course, the next one I'm going to be performing at.
What's your next one?
Yours. It was really lovely. This is a friend I met when I was in college. So I saw a bunch of faces that I haven't seen in, 10 years. Some old, theater colleagues.
Was there any awkward interaction? Tell me.
No, no one that I had bad beef with. No. Everyone, it was
JB! I'm so sorry, Alexis. I know this is annoying.
She's just a baby.
Well, she doesn't just tear up the cardboard. If she gets bored, she starts to eat it. She'll chew and swallow it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're a lap dog.
Yeah, she looks very relaxed. Okay,
so anyway, there was some sweet angels. I was so happy to see some faces that I hadn't seen in a while. I was a little nervous because it's been a while, you know.
Right. It's been a while.
But it was it was such a beautiful wedding. And I knew one of the grooms really well, and the other one just seemed so lovely. I've met him before, wins. But I've never
heard that? Love wins.
And love won last night.
Yeah.
Oh, she's putting all her weight on me. I'm not mad.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Hi,
we've been filming for a while.
We've been filming for 84 years, which is why we have to get into this.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Hang on, let me nipple check. It's still there. Okay. So I'm sorry.
Should we do it or no?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, because we heard the rumble. We didn't see it day of. We heard the rumblings, and also we've been seeing it from the beginning. Mary hasn't really liked Sigourney that much from the beginning, and this time it really comes to a head in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people throwing around some words. What I want to say up top is a lot of people using this as an excuse to send death threats and incredibly racist comments to Mary Cherry. That's not what we're doing here. That's not okay.
Fuck you.
We're not doing that. 2 people on a TV show. We can comment on that. We're not doing that.
Never tweet or send hate to someone on a TV show except for Ramona. Ramona does deserve it. But anybody else, it's so fucked up. And after all the fucking black squares you put on your Instagram last year, you certainly are forgetting about it pretty quickly. So fuck you. Get it together.
Yeah. These are not bad people. They are people on a TV show. We're just talking about it in the context of this TV show. We're not sending hate to anybody.
Except Ramona.
Well, she's not on Drag.
She'd be like...
Ramona as a guest judge on Dragula.
Oh my God, I was so scared.
She'd be like...
I talked to Avery said, Mom, I'm scared. And I said, I'm not your mom, I'm your sister.
She'd be like... This week's Extermination Challenge, okay? You were gonna drink a whole bottle of Ramona Pinot Grigio that went bad 4 years ago.
Did you ever have a Ramona Pinot?
No, and it is...
I did.
I am so mad.
I had 2 bottles.
You don't like white wine.
I liked that white wine. It was really good.
Well, you needed an emotional connection.
Yes. Now let's move into the misogyny conversation, because I do think it's something that there is some validity in it, but for me, part of me, spooky me. I want to say this, I want to get this. Just the gay community, cis male gay community, misogyny is a huge hurdle that we need to continue to work to get over, and we are not. I do not believe that Mary was trying to be misogynistic. I do not believe that this was coming from a place of intention. But I do believe, I understand the argument of if you spent the last 10 years working in the gay scene and working in these bars, it is something to just consider. Could that, to take a self-reflection moment of could that be founded in misogyny? That's all. Just reflect.
How I've been thinking of it is, I don't think she woke up that day and said, I'm going to be misogynistic. No. But like we always talk about impact versus intent, it seemed like from episode 1, Mary's got a problem with Sigourney and was saying anything she could
why it made it harder to step away from the misogynistic argument. Because it was like, okay, but what is the deal?
Yeah, because it wasn't even stuff that made sense. Like when she was saying that thing about don't say hope for the best, and then they cut to her saying hope for the best. Next, I hope they're able to move past this, as so many casts do after the show. Say, no, we're sisters, we fought, whatever.
I don't know though.
I don't know that that's happening.
No, it's not. It didn't happen on Twitter because Mary's kind of doubled down, and so it was. I don't know that it's happening right now.
Even without all that stuff, Sigourney's wiping the floor with a lot of those competitors.
Which is also, I think, another reason of like, it's not just misogyny, it's also just insecurity because she's just
I think that's a huge part of it. And the other thing is, if I was on a TV show and if I didn't like someone, first of all, it's a TV show. I'm not mad at you for that. No.
Fish basket.
I'm not
mad. Was she mean to you?
Well, she was mean on camera.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
She was actually nice off camera. But it's not really good TV to try to pull the curtain back and say, but you're not seeing what she's like out of here. It doesn't do that for me TV-wise.
I do want to applaud, though, in general, Mary's attempt to produce her character. Because when they got to the group
every other thing
she
besides
pulled Jade aside to give like that was such a transparent, like, I'm going to do this for, like, a TV moment. I love that shit. I do like
that. Besides the Sigourney stuff, I do appreciate Mary for her TV. But can I say this? Mm-hmm. Her coaching Jade on screaming. I hate loud noises.
Yes.
I hate screams.
Ah! Can I say this? Oh, okay. I appreciate Jade Jolie so much. I'm enjoying every moment she's
Special place in my heart for Jade Jolie, always.
I'm enjoying
since her first round.
Like seeing her be vulnerable, and then she goes into it, and even when she got into it with Betty, like they're with bitter. Yeah, I just love Jade Jolie.
I like her.
For me, Pot of Me, Spooky Me, this was like a big Jade Jolie episode. I loved it. It was the most we've seen of her.
I loved it, and I also loved that, Yeah, I liked her in the Cauldron. I liked her when she was like, well, you told me to speak up, so I'm speaking up, and you're being an asshole.
Right, and Mary didn't like it, and she's like, well, you told me to. Okay, sorry, we've been jumping all around.
We jump.
So they got into groups, and the first group was great, but the Mary Cherry, Sigourney, Betty, and Jade group,
they kind of immediately were like, uh-oh. They did explicitly say, you're the lead singer, you're the leader.
Yes.
To Sigourney. It was from the jump. Instant questioning, instant pushback. Yeah,
that was a clear, like, I don't like you, and I'm just gonna do whatever I can to fuck you
and
over.
And spoiler alert, it fucked her over. You try to fuck you get fucked.
Gotta laugh. Make a plan. I did enjoy... Oh, sorry.
We are jumping. We didn't say the beginning part, which was strip club, but with bitch pudding. Bitch pudding mopping the floor. Oh,
I love bitch.
Do you know that she does acts where she drinks that shit?
Drinks what?
The mop water. I think she did it in her season. She'll drink the mop water. She is filth. And glamour.
But like, I've also seen people drink Mountain Dew, so...
You know what they have now?
What?
Gingerbread flavor Mountain Dew. Veronica got me one.
Gross.
Apparently it's good.
No, it's not.
We're gonna try it at the mukbang then.
No, fuck you.
Well, you make a plan to
survive that. You know that.
That's true.
But I love naked and I love bitch.
Oh my god, thick thighs, bulge. Can I?
Have you been to a stripper?
Yeah, but
boys?
Okay, yes. Lucky Horseshoe, fabulous.
Oh yeah, duh.
I went to like a Chippendales kind of strip club in Houston when my friend Caroline turned 18 because it was 18 and up. Maybe 21. It was maybe 21.
They let boys in there? They don't let boys?
They let you in and then they ignore the fuck out of you. And they get mad at you when you fall asleep in the booth. But it's like, I'm being ignored.
I will not be ignored, Dan.
I will not be ignored, Bulge. I want to say this to the Boulets. Obviously in the other shows, the pit crews or whatever.
Right.
Handsome.
Yeah.
The Boulets.
Right.
Bulge.
And
I want to thank you. Yeah. I want to thank the brothers for the bulge. I love it. I appreciate I am looking respectfully.
I'm looking disrespectfully, but I'm at home, so you can't... What are you going to do?
So he knocks the tequila over. Or what are they drinking? Tequila? Yeah, they're drinking tequila.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he knocks it over, and then they kill the one stripper
order with another stripper.
With thighs.
I love that. That's important. You gotta...
If I could die by thighs, no complaints.
Mondo skipping ahead, seeing Mary get killed by that. All I kept thinking...
Mary's acting. Iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic.
But all I kept thinking was like, that's the best of all the exterminations. That is the one I
Exterminate me,
want.
daddy.
How much fun would that be to film? Like, okay, we're going to put you between his legs. And I'd be like, okay.
I'd be like, can I do it face down? Okay, the other team is just sailing along. Like, they didn't really have much because they were just, like... So it was Hoso, Dolly, La Zavaleta, and Saint. They got along like gangbusters.
Other than LZ, I wouldn't expect any less. Like, they're all such fun, sweet, kind people. I had a little back and forth with Hoso today. I have a new addiction. Yesification.
I saw. Yeah.
I know I need to stop, but I can't because I get to
when you
change
find a passion,
people.
you have
It's
to...
just my passion for a day. This is
Yeah.
how ADHD passions work. You get really into it for like a day or two, and then you get depressed. People started to complain that I was doing too much, and Hoso was one of them, but in a really sweet way.
I love Hoso so much.
I know.
They're gonna come to the States soon, I think, is what I saw on their Twitter.
USA.
Let's skip forward to the looks and we'll just talk about them. So the runway is first, and the
Guest
runway
judges.
is... Oh, fuck yeah.
Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy and Rachel from The Craft. Which
we've had her on Dragula before. I love her super excited fangirl energy. I can very much relate. I enjoyed that. And Poppy was iconic. I mean, she's like, I can't wait for you to hear my judgments or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's so smart. I like her way better on this than Drag Race. She wasn't funny at all when she was on Drag Race.
She was on Drag Race?
Remember Crystal Method did Poppy on Snatch Game?
It's all a blur. Let's start with these Boulet brothers. They look hot.
They look like hot sisters.
They look like hot. La Zabaleta, crazy bald.
Crazy bald. And that's all
Did you see the safety pins were in her skin? Did you ever do that when you were little?
No.
Take safety pins because there's like a layer on the outside of your skin where if you're careful, you don't hurt.
I hosted this event once, like years and years and years ago. An event where like I had someone else paint me because I didn't know how to do makeup. It was like that long ago. It was like a spooky, scary, like Halloween thingy. And somebody swung by hooks in their back. And they like lifted up.
Did I ever
Is that gross? I mean, like, good for you, not kink shaming,
it's interesting. Did I ever tell you? Years ago, I think I was still closeted to my parents. I drove to Cocoa Beach, which is the nearest beach to their house. I always loved to go by myself, go to the beach for a little bit, and then I Googled when I was there, gay bar.
Ew.
And I went there, and I went in, and I ordered chicken tenders and a drink.
The first thing I do when I get to a gay bar.
And they were like, are you here for the event? And I was like, no, I'm just here for food or whatever. And then he like went back and he came and said, they said you can stay, but you just like don't take pictures or anything. I was like, what's going on? I'm at the bar and I turn around and it's a group of people in various forms of undress and leather. They start like gagging, tying, hanging people from chains, and now I know it's probably a swing. But it didn't get sexual while I was there, but they definitely like locked the door. It was like a private function.
Wait.
And I had walked in.
I love that. Okay, number one, I love that. Number two, why were they selling chicken tenders during that?
It was like a bar pub. It was like a...
No, I know, but you would think they'd be like, no food.
It started and then I like finished and left.
Yeah, I'm sure you did finish.
But I wish I would have stayed. It was fun. Dolly, sir, daddy. Sorry, daddy.
Ugh, so hot.
God of Rock.
So good.
Their painting style is incredible.
Yeah. No notes.
Is that his body? Did he paint his body too?
I'd like a closer look. I can help you. You want me to look?
Bitter Betty. She is giving me 80s hair glam rock.
Did you think it was interesting? I enjoyed hearing her perspective of saying, like, I lived a huge portion of my life as a boy and I wasn't able to really, like, engage in all of the, like, glamour and femininity. So I have a hard time going gross because I want to do glamour.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying watching her journey kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
And I love the bulge.
Hoso Teratoma was giving kind of like Avril Lavigne
I was just about to say Avril Lavigne. If Avril Lavigne had not died. Yeah! She's not really dead. We're not laughing about her death. Yeah.
Incredible. I had to take so many pictures because I was like...
The details of everything.
Sigourney Beaver.
Incredible. Kiss makeup. Okay. Rock.
Kiss Marie Antoinette.
Kiss Marie Antoinette, one of my favorite rock stars. The spikes and the fire...
Fire fans. Leather.
I agree
panniers.
when Little Boulet was like, you dominated the look. I mean, no one else could even come close.
No. The hair is incredible. The makeup is, what a fun take on Kiss.
So good. And the performance is always, I mean, again, she's
a performer. The performance is always
she's a burlesque
great
person, and that she's just very in tune with her body. And I love seeing
and in tune with the music.
The way she moves.
Incredible. Mary Cherry in this kind of fiery red. Oh, this is more Legend Devil. Wings. She tore the wings off. She looks good. I think something for me, this fabric is very expensive. It's very quality. But I've seen this fabric and it just kind of looks like there wasn't any new take on it. It was just the fabric cut out into a body shape. And on top of the big game that she talks and how much she shit all over others.
And she said, and actually, this was the first episode I think we've had her acknowledge it. She did say in a talking head, I know I'm not the most polished girl. To know that she's aware, because we love a self-aware queen. I didn't understand this as like a rock costume other than what Poppy said, Elton John. You look like Elton John. Like there wasn't like a Dragula. I don't think we ever saw
But I wouldn't see
horror.
This right away and say, oh, Elton John. Like I
don't think we ever saw like horror from her.
Saying always incredible.
Oh, I loved this.
I didn't really realize
she
it was
looked like a motorcycle.
At first, yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry.
Are you gonna throw up?
I took my corset off and all the things that were trapped are now set free.
In my home. Loved it. What did you think the thing was? What did you think that was? The light coming out of her chest.
Again, I don't understand a lot. Jade Jolie was like Gems, but like scary. Like Gem and the Holograms.
I'm so bummed that their team lost because I think Sigourney and Jade would have been in the top. This is the best for me. Part of me, spooky me. This is the best she's looked, and she always has a performance. She always has a moment.
She always has that added element. She ruined a guitar.
And I think it was Poppy that was like, finally somebody smashed a guitar. I thought this was a stellar week for Jade Jolie.
Did you see Taylor Swift's mini short film?
No.
I watched it. She put Jake Gyllenhaal on blast.
Oh, I am very much enjoying this Jake Gyllenhaal stuff because
he was kind of untouchable 2 days ago, and now
I mean he's the most beautiful. He's one of the most beautiful people
Yeah, but
alive.
everyone hates him.
Yeah, but I like when pretty men are mean to me.
So now we can talk about the performances. So the song is by Poppy, and it's called.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah, I thought it was really cute. I love that it went all over the place. It was wild.
It was very clear by Dolly's, the band named Zenith, that everyone, even when they were, I couldn't love them more. Even when they were doing it, Saint was like, hey, Hoso hasn't had a moment yet. We should figure out something for them. It's like, yeah, we're working as a group. We're having individual moments shine. I'd like to say, I mean, maybe this is one of those things where you don't know until you're in it, but I'd like to say that I would be more like Saint and their team and be like, look, whatever, if we don't like each other, whatever, we got to be better than everyone else. And we got to put that aside.
I mean, I think that's an easy thing to say when you're seeing another team melt down, but District Attorney. I have to say. When they were on stage and Mary was finally kind of coming to terms with the fact that Sigourney was supposed to be in charge, she did start to again comment, and Betty's saying her ideas and Jade's getting into like being like, Betty, shut up, I have this idea, whatever. I understood that energy. Like, if you're in a group, I'll just say for me, part of me speaking me, I have a hard time not leading. And so I think that group was filled with leaders. I think that was the problem.
Yeah.
Except for Jade. I think Jade is just a sweet little precious angel.
Yeah, but what do you do? What do you do when you've got 3 alphas and you're in charge?
How do you solve a problem like an alpha?
I do want to mention that Sigourney offered to make Cherry something.
And she did. She made her the skirt.
Oh, I thought that was just what Mary had.
No, because Mary didn't have anything leather. And so remember, she was like, okay, I have some pleather stuff. We'll make you something pleather. And then Mary's response was, for what?
That's kind of why.
Come on.
That's kind of why I'm like, Mary.
That was an insecure place. Place. Because she was the least prepared. She knew she was the least prepared. And
I fully relate to that.
Yeah.
When I'm ill prepared,
yeah,
I'm so much more likely to lash out at, you.
When have you been prepared? TikTok. I learned on TikTok very young. I learned on TikTok. Did you know this? Okay. You know the song Be Prepared from Lion King?
Love.
Be prepared.
The century.
Okay. The Scar guy, what was his name?
Scar.
Jeremy Lyons, right?
Jeremy Irons.
Irons, thank you. Close enough. He lost his voice while recording the song because he's not like a singer. So he only made it through half the song, but they weren't done recording. So do you know who did it? The hyena that's like the like dumb hyena with the eyes going either way. He performed the last half of the song. So the last little verse and chorus is not Jeremy Irons. It's the hyena doing Jeremy Irons.
You know what that makes me say?
Isn't that so interesting?
That is interesting, but you know what that makes me say? Fuck Disney.
We find out the winners, obviously the first team, of course.
And the winner of the winners.
Oh, shit, yes. Go ahead.
Dolly.
Sorry. Dolly.
And
congratulations.
Congratulations, well deserved.
Super duper well
Led
deserved.
your team to victory with minimal arguments. Then they asked everybody who they think should be exterminated.
Yeah.
And every single person said Mary.
It was interesting to get a peek into her reaction to it in that she thought Sigourney had fooled everyone, that she had given them wrong information. That I didn't understand.
So that's what we cover in the Cauldron, which is after they ask that. And then Betty comes to her aid and says, no, you didn't ask us for help. You just said you didn't need help. And then Sigourney said the iconic line, yeah, well, what do you have to offer? Honestly, well, here's the thing. If you can't sew, I understand saying, no, I'll do it. If you can't really do hair, no, I'll do it. But if you can't do all those things and you are pushing back and everything, no wonder Sigourney said no. I would have said no too. I said, no, I'll just do it all and I'll take the blame, good or bad.
So their extermination is they're all going to be electrocuted, which, like, honestly, just...
This wasn't really... Where were they getting electrocuted? Was it the seats? Because there wasn't attached anything to the head. Was it their seats?
I think it had to have been because it just kind of locked them into the seat. So
they did roller coaster.
They did roller coaster, yeah, but it didn't go anywhere.
Oh, wouldn't it be funny?
But they all...
If it was Electra Fence from Drag Race UK.
She just showed up.
She just punched them all.
She needs that. They get to vote on who's going to get the most shocks or whatever. That wasn't made clear to me.
And it wasn't made clear who people were voting for.
No, but everyone got shocked. Super fun to watch.
So it sounds like they were trying to make this a thing to bring it back later. Nope. Blaze, I'm sorry. Bulge, right. This... Make it clearer who people are voting for. Because I was even trying to look like the numbers correlate to who.
I couldn't figure it out, yeah. Well, because they were closing up and we could see that they were all pressing this specific button in the corner. And I was like, well, that hasn't... What number is that? What are you talking about?
That's awful.
Yeah, no, I would not like that. You know that... Do you remember, like, 5 years ago, maybe a little longer, there was kind of a rush of this game. So it's like metal handles. There's like 4 metal handles. And everyone grabbed a metal handle, or fake metal handle. And then there's like a phone cord kind of attached to like the center. And then as soon as like the music or the light goes off, the first person to buzz their buzzer, they don't get shocked, but the other 3 people holding it get shocked. Whoever doesn't hit it first. Yeah, I had one, and it just made me so nervous that I think I played it once, and then I got rid of it because I needed to get that devil out of my house.
Aurora Cosmic, she used to host a brunch. That was so fun. And one time, someone had a taser with them. So we were like, yeah, we'll try it, because there was a lot of shots at this brunch, coffee shots. And we both got tased. I tried it on my pads once and on my leg once.
I love to tase you. Can I tase you?
I've already done it, so no.
But you haven't had it done the way I do it.
For my wedding speech, you can tase me.
Yes! They all complete it. They all survived. I'm so glad that no one died. But then we find out the elimination. We go back to the beginning, seeing your favorite. And who's there? But Mary.
It's Mary Cherry. And I gotta be...
her ass
honey.
Acting.
Emmys. Can you call the Emmys? Who's the leader of the Emmys now? Jane Krakowski or whatever?
Emma Bunton. Emma Bunton.
No. I know, the nanny, Fran. She's in charge of the guild or whatever. Yeah. Let's call the nanny, because get this woman to walk on
Let's call the nanny, because who would have guessed that the girl was right? It was just exactly what the others are right. It's a house around the town and watch out, see? So then Mary gets strangled by thighs. Good for you.
One of the better ways to go in these extermination challenge.
Need some water. I will be sad to see the drama of Mary Cherry go.
Mary was good drama.
I do... I'm good. Another week down, so very incredibly spooky.
I love Dragula.
Yeah, I do too. All right, well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that little subscribe button and the bell notification, so every time we're getting ready to get spooky, we can say, hey, you.
And then go to patreon.com/IMHOtheSHOw for exclusive content and never before seen footage.
And if you'd like us to speak to you directly, like really speak to your soul via an iPhone 11 or 13, depending on who you book. Do you have a 13 or 12? Is 13 a thing?
I have 13.
Nice. 13 reasons why. You're my 13th reason. You can go ahead and book us on Cameo, or if you'd like us to do it together with like the background and everything, you can go to IMHOtheSHOW.com and you can book a Cameo. Now, before we go, I do want to say we will be performing together in public the Thanksgiving week, the week of the Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
November 27th, Saturday at the Newport Theater. We will have our second installment of IMHO Live. Featuring some surprise
advent calendar.
Yeah, with surprise guests, familiar faces, new faces.
And more. So make sure you get your tickets for that because I think we're like half sold out.
Shut up!
And on the 23rd, what if I can't wait till then? What if I want to do something on the 23rd?
You can come to my bingo at Carol's Pub on Tuesday, November 23rd at 7 o'clock. We have special guests, including this one right here. You're going to be a special guest for Alexis Bevel's holiday extravaganza. And if you're
paying me?
Yeah, I'm paying you. But if you're not in Chicago and you can't make it to any of those, you can find us on Venmo at IMHO.
Yeah, well, this is true. You can ship us that. All right, well, we'll see you spooky, ooky, graves next week.
Should we do something for drag? Because you know how I do UK, and then for Canada we do...
I got one. Alexis.
Should I look at you or no?
Yeah. Alexis.
Yeah.
Are you scared?
Yeah.
See you next week.
Darby.
Bye. Oh. Never. The only thing I'm afraid of?
Losing me. Oh.
No. The only thing I'm afraid of? Not believing in myself. I'm my own worst enemy. No one can beat me but me.
You ever heard that song? I'm my own grandpa.
Oh, that's my other biggest fear. I am afraid of becoming my own grandpa. That is scary. When Sugar started, she was just talking about something. Let's just do a Sugar.
Honey, I don't know what's going on, honey, but I got my Patti LaBelle wig on, honey.
Honey, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Just buy the book, honey.
You sound just like her.
Honey, I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I am just giving you body. I am giving you sequence. I'm giving you bootyful, honey. Honey, turn the other way, honey. This is a man. We're not playing with boys anymore, honey. Okay, honey. That pussy real stinking, honey. Bada bing, bada boom. More underwear, honey. Does Sugar Cane say spunk? Do you think she says spunk?
Oh, I think that's all she says.
I was giving you cum, honey.
Because you know in the end of Teacher, he killed Curtis, right?
Oh.
It was in the post.
Him.
Huh? Everyone
Curtis shoots him, and then in
Ordinary Joe,
he shoots
Spoiler
someone
alert.
multiple times.
And a couple times a year, he gets to shoot all over.
What? This is this is real life. I love that y'all think this is easy. I love that you're like, oh, I love this show.